Don't quote me on this exact number, but for Amazon Prime days, they have something like 100,000 items on sale. It's probably more than that, which means as a single person, you certainly can't know every sale. But I have spent a lot of time preparing for today to share with you what I think the top finds are. You guys know that I'm all about having, less stuff and less clutter. So I'm really focusing on items that I actively use, like in my everyday or weekly life, or I think are well worthwhile. Let's do this. A few housekeeping things really quick before we jump into this one. I've divided it into a couple categories, and there are some timestamps in the description box down below to help you out. In the description, you will find links to most of the products that I mentioned, but there's also a link to a blog post where I will add additional updates to other items that come on sale. Because the other big disclaimer you need to know about this video is, although this is Amazon Prime Day and there are specific deals that are running for today, Tuesday, which is when this video is uploading, as well as tomorrow, Wednesday, prices can always change and fluctuate on Amazon, so nothing is totally set in stone. The other thing you need to know is a lot of the deals for Amazon Prime days are going to be lightning deals. This means that they only are available for a certain amount of time, and there's only so many of those deals available. So maybe they're only selling 1,000 at that price. Once they sell 1,000, that deal is going to go away. So while I will have all the information, all the links to all the products I talked about down in the description box down below, if you click on something and it's a price different than I said, it's just sort of how the game of Amazon Prime Day goes. I have a lot of things on my list, so we are just going to work quickly, starting with kitchen stuff. First up, if you've been wanting a KitchenAid stand mixer, I got one a couple years ago. I never thought that I would use it, but I actually do use it all of the time. They're going to be on sale about 30% off, making them about $100 off the price. KitchenAid is also running sales on some other items, like some of their different bakeware and other appliances. I will have some of the additional items that are on sale from KitchenAid linked in the blog post that you will see in the description box down below. Keurig is having a huge sale. Most of the different models are between 40 and 55% off. I actually gifted my mom a Keurig 2 Christmases ago, and she loves it, uses it every single day. It'd be a great item to grab now and save for Christmas, so you can sort of spread your Christmas shopping out. Last kitchen appliance I'll talk about is this immersion blender. This is 30% off. It's the Amazon brand, and I'm mostly just mentioning this because I am going to be getting this for myself. I'm somebody who makes a ton of sauces and soups. I've wanted an immersion blender forever, and so I'm really excited to finally grab one. Moving along to bakeware, Amazon Essential has their Dutch oven for like 33 to 36% off, depending on the color and the size that you pick. These Dutch ovens have amazing reviews. I think they're a really good dupe for the Lodge one. I got the Lodge one for Christmas last year, and I literally use it almost every single day. I use it for all sorts of baking and cooking. Now my Lodge Dutch oven is on sale as well, but not as much. I think it's like $12 off the original price. And on that note, I'm gonna say this name wrong, but La Creuset, the fancy French brand that everybody buys, they have a ton of their cast iron items on sale as well. Most of them like $90 to $100 off. Granted, this is a very pricey brand. If you've been considering buying something from this brand, right now might be a really good time to snag it. These Amazon silicone baking mats are like 30 to 40% off depending on the ones that you get. I have this 2 set. I've started using these a ton because I'll throw them down on my baking trays, and it just makes cleanup a lot easier. It's also just really nice for general baking, like cookies and whatever, because you don't have to worry about sticking. The brand Green Life, that makes ceramic nonstick pans, so this is supposed to be like the safe nonstick, not like the nonstick that's not good for you, is running a big sale on almost like all of their pans. It seems like a good majority of them, or the vast majority of them, are on sale. Most of them about 30% off. So if you've been considering getting Green Life, or if you've been thinking about investing in a ceramic nonstick. Finally, in the kitchen section, let's talk food storage. Rubbermaid has a selection of their food storage sets that are on sale, like 30 to 35% off. Amazon Basics also has their glass locking top sets on sale, 35 to 45% off. I personally like to use glass when it comes to my food storage. And finally, on food storage, Stasher Bags has a ton of their options on sale for 30%. It seems like it's almost all of the Stasher Bags, but definitely don't quote me on that. I personally have been wanting to try Stasher Bags myself because I feel like buying them at full retail always feels really expensive. This would be a great time to try it out if you're like me and always kind of looking for ways that you can be more sustainable. Olive, stop snoring. Wake up. All right, moving along to just like the rest of the home, we're gonna do some electronic stuff first. Simply Safe has about 40% off of a ton of their systems. We personally use Simply Safe ourselves in our home. It's like the home security system that we use. We have the home base, we have all of the window detectors, the motion sensors, we have it on all of our door openers, and we also tie it in with like our smoke detectors and all of that sort of stuff. It was really easy to self-install, and I feel like you can get sort of different tiers depending on how much like security you want in your home. And on that same note, UFi has like 30+% off of a lot of their stuff. They sell keypad lock pads for your doors, as well as like video doorbells. We added in the keypad locks to our home when we did the remodel, and they are so nice. You can set them with the fingerprint entry. You can give people like temporary passwords, maybe if you have a dog sitter or whatever. And we also recently installed the video doorbell, and we have been super happy with it. Next up, Kindles. Basically almost all Kindles of whatever variety or size or whatever you pick are going to be on sale, because they are an Amazon product. How much off you're going to get kind of depends on like which model you're buying. I got my husband a Kindle last year for his birthday, and he uses it all the time. It really is a good investment if you're somebody who likes to read a lot. Apple has a couple sales going for Amazon Prime Day. The Apple AirPods are like 30% off depending on the ones that you are picking. I have AirPods that I got when my second child was born, and I use them all the time for like all the cleaning I do around my house. Apple Watches are also going to be on sale. Again, how much of a sale you're getting really depends on which one you're picking, but most watches, it seems like they're like $50 off or a little bit more. I was actually a really late adopter to getting an Apple Watch, but I ended up getting one about a month ago, and I actually love it because I find that it makes me use my phone even less, which seems kind of like counterintuitive, but basically I've turned all of the notifications on my Apple Watch off except for texts and phone calls. And so this way I feel really comfortable like leaving my phone behind, because I always know what time it is, and I know I will never miss an important call, but my phone is not right with me, so it definitely cuts down on mindless scrolling so much. I also really like just having it with me, especially as a parent. I feel like it's sort of just this like little peace of mind, knowing like no matter what happened, I would always be able to like make a phone call like right from my wrist if there was an emergency, because half the time I don't even know where my phone is. In the luggage department, Amazon Essentials is doing a bunch of their luggage on sale, like 30 to 45% off. We bought this large hard shell Amazon Essentials just recently when we took a trip with the kids. If you're somebody who maybe travels like me a couple times a year, it's going to be a really good piece to invest in. If you're looking for something maybe a little more higher end, you travel a ton, Samsonite is also doing a tons of sales on like all sorts of different varieties of their luggage. This one really depends on the one that you're doing. All right, the only thing in the sort of bath or bedding department that I'm going to share, not that it's the only thing on sale, because there is a ton of like comforters and pillows and duvets and stuff on sale, but the only one I really feel like I wanted to mention was the Amazon Essentials Quick Dry Towels. These are like 40-50% off and already a really good price. So if you needed to stock up on some towels and you wanted just like really good basic quick dry towels. All right, let's talk about cleaning stuff. Bissell is having like 30 to 50% off various cleaners of theirs, from their like wet dry vac as well as their pet hair eraser vacuum. The one big thing I wanted to note was their little green portable upholstery cleaner. I recently added this into the mix for me because I do have an upholstery cleaner, but it's like a big, huge mammoth one. We keep it in the basement, and so sometimes if there's like a little mess that I want to clean up, I will put it off and put it off and put it off, and I like will wait until I have a lot to do to bring this like big, huge cleaner up. But with kids, there's always tiny little upholstery messes all over the place. So I ended up investing in this guy because I can keep him upstairs in our pantry, and I absolutely love this thing. And again, it's like 30 or 40% off for Prime Day, so a great time to snag it. The Shark little like handheld vac that I keep also in our pantry is also on sale for Prime Day. It's like $30 off right now. I love this. It's just a perfect little handheld dust buster. Comes with a nice little stand that it sits in while it charges, so it's really easy to keep in a closet, keep in a pantry, and then just whip it out for all those like tiny little messes that you need to clean up. I probably use it every single day. Black & Decker also has some of their dust busters like 40% off, so that's another one to check. I used to have this blue and white one for a long time before I changed over to the Shark one. The only difference that I like about the Shark one, it's a little bit smaller, so if you don't have like a ton of space for storing it, something to keep in mind. But the Black & Decker one was really great. The Chemical Guys leather cleaner is going to be about 30% off right now. This is the leather cleaner that I use for our sofa. I also use the leather conditioner. I've used a couple different brands brands, this is the one that I just have liked the most so far. I will definitely be grabbing some of this to restock my supply. All right, fashion and beauty. I am not going to really delve too deep into this because there's just so many beauty and fashion items that are on sale. It just like, it would be an entire another video on itself. I will shout out my girl Shea Whitney because I'm sure she will be doing some Amazon Prime Day videos around the beauty and fashion department because she is far more versed in the fashion and beauty world than I am. But I will mention 2 items, and I have a few other additional items linked in that blog post that I mentioned down below that you can check out. But one, Crest White strips are 35% off for Prime Days, which I like to use these like once a year. I always notice a huge difference when I do it, and I've never seen them on sale before, so it's a great time to snag them. Also, Good Threads, the stretch like pull-on shorts for men. These are my husband's like go-to short, and they're gonna be on sale for like $18 or $19. So if you're a guy watching this or you have a husband that needs some like good shorts, that is a great price to get them at. All right, finally, we are moving on to mom and kid type stuff. I'm gonna take a deep breath because there was a lot to go over in this final category. If you are here for the kids stuff, let's do it. One is the Kindle Fire. This is essentially like a kid's tablet. We have one that we got for our son for when we take long road trips or when we go on plane rides, and it's really great. You can control it all from like the parental controls on an app on your phone, so you can choose like what they have access to and what they don't have access to. It's very intuitive for children. Our son is currently almost 4, he'll be 4 in the fall, so it's really great for like 3 and up, I would say. Comes with like this heavy duty case that you can get and a screen protector so they can drop it or whatever. Definitely the best like kids tablet I think that is available. Next, I saw that these cat dump trucks and like construction trucks are gonna be like 30 to 40% off. And I'm just mentioning these because these like oversized dump trucks are pretty much one of our favorite outdoor toys for our kids. Whenever we have play dates, they're one of the most used toys when like other kids come over. So right now is a really great time to snag some. Green Toys is also has a ton of their like trucks and boats on sale as well. 30 to like 50% off. The nice thing about Green Toys is they're US made and they really focus on using only recycled plastic. So they're very into the sort of like sustainability, which is really, really nice too. The HAPE easel that we use and absolutely love is about 30%. I'm saying like about with everything because again, these prices can really fluctuate, but it looked like it was gonna be about 30% off for the HAPE easel. You can put the paper roll on the top. It has a chalkboard on one side, a dry erase magnet board on the other side. We absolutely love this easel, and I think that it's a great addition for any family with kids. There's gonna be a ton of Duplo sets for about 30% off. If you have a kid who loves Duplo blocks, definitely check out like just the Duplo link on Amazon and see what sets they have on sale. Little Tikes has a T-ball set. We have this, we use it all of the time, and on sale it's gonna come out to like $10 or $11 right now. So a really great outdoor addition to add for like your outdoor toy stuff. Starting to lose words. We gotta keep moving. Play-Doh has a ton of stuff, 30 to 40% off. Play-Doh is like one of our tried and true toys, so I had to mention it. My son loves it. He will sit and play with it for like an hour. So they have some of their like play sets are going to be on sale, as well as just like large like bulk if you want to buy like a tons of colors or whatever. I'm really excited about this next one. The Bounce House that we love is 30% off. This was totally an impulse buy that we bought in like the dead of winter because this bounce house can actually blow up in our living room. But now that we have it, we use it all of the time. We've been using it pretty much all summer long. Pretty much any day my kids are not in daycare, that bounce house is blown up. My 1-year-old like comes down in the morning at 7 a.m. and she's like, bounce, bounce. And I'm like, girlfriend, we're not bouncing at 7 o'clock in the morning, but you better believe about at 8 o'clock we're blowing that thing up because they love it so much. So turned out to be an impulse buy that was 100% worth every penny because we use the heck out of it. Radio Flyer Push and Go Trike is about 40% off. We got one of these for my son when he had just, I think he was like 1.5, or maybe he was nearing like 2 years old, and we used it literally so much that it just like fell apart. Like we just used it every day. We live somewhere you can like walk into a downtown, so like we were pushing them into town. Highly, highly recommend. And I will say Radio Flyer, I feel like is one of those brands that particularly as you get close to like the holidays, they jack their prices up. Because I remember this when I got that bike and I was mentioning it to you guys on Instagram, and the price kept like rising as it got closer to Christmas. So getting it right now at 40% off would be a great time to snag it. On the topic of bikes, I have a few other sort of bike related related things. HAPE has this sort of like scoot and go wooden bike. We have a super similar one for Finley. So this is a great bike for like 18 months until they're old enough to do a balance bike. But what's nice about these sort of push bikes, it's a great transition into the balance bikes for them. Schwinn is going to have a ton of sales between like 30 to 40% off. Their balance bike is going to be on sale if you've been needing a balance, your kid is at the age that they're ready for a balance bike. They also are going to just have like their bike trailer if you're looking for something to pull your kids behind your own bike. We actually just bought one of these. I wish that we could have waited, but we actually just bought one of these. I'm so excited to use it. So if you're looking for anything in those departments, definitely check out Schwinn. Last toy item for kids is this little like hundreds words book. This is the English-Spanish one, so you can toggle between English and Spanish. This is gonna be like $10 or something during Prime Days. But basically you can flip through the pages, but then they can press the buttons and it will say like the different words. This toy has like thousands of reviews on Amazon with almost a perfect 5-star rating. So you know kids like it. Let's talk car seats and strollers. Evenflo has an all-terrain wagon. I didn't know that this product existed, but it has almost a perfect 5-star review on Amazon. I think that it's a pretty close dupe to our Veer Gear, which we absolutely adore and we love, but it is a little bit pricier. Now the Evenflo wagon is due to be 40% off, but today only, when this video goes up Tuesday. It does not look like that sale is going to continue on. Graco also has a wagon that they're going to be having on sale, looks like about 40% off. I will say the Evenflo seems to have like better reviews. Not that the Graco one is bad, it's like 4.5, but that Evenflo one is like 5 stars. Graco has a ton of other stuff on sale. They're gonna have strollers and car seats everywhere from like 30 up to 45% off. We have a Graco car seat for our son. We've had it since he was, I don't know, a year old, not even a year old, and it works amazing. We really, really like it. They also have some of their different strollers on sale, as well as like stroller car seat sets. Their main pack and play is also 35% off. This is what I would personally be buying if we were getting ready to have a third child to keep in a living space, because it's a pack and play, but it also has a bassinet that sits on top as well as a changing table. This is a great space saver to kind of keep in a living area because it's a safe place to put the kid down. You'll have a changing table right there. There's a bassinet right there, or to keep at grandma's house. Lastly, Baby Jogger is going to have a ton of stuff everywhere from 25 all the way up to like 45% off. Now Baby Jogger is going to be a little bit more of a higher end brand, like as far as their price points. So this is an amazing time if you've been considering getting some of their stuff. They have some really nice strollers. A great time to snag it now. They have their car seat on sale, an all-terrain double stroller. This is the one double stroller I've actually been considering for a long time, but I don't think I'm gonna do it just because we do have our Veer Gear wagon and a regular double stroller. I think we've got all our bases covered, but I've heard amazing things about this double stroller. Well as their City Select stroller, which people also love. Again, all 25 to like 45% off. All right, my friends, I'm exhausted. That is all of the things that I think are some of the best finds for Amazon Prime Day, stuff that I either am buying, I would buy, or I currently own. And again, like I said, the things that are a good deal, you know, more than 30% off. Also, just as a disclaimer, I'm actually not working for Amazon Prime Days. Those are some off days that I've given myself for work. I'm gonna be having some family time. So I will try to keep links as updated as I can as I notice that deals go off, but I'm really not going to be working. So bear with me. But that does it for this video. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. And I will see you all in my next video.